What is going on, gamers? Cryptic, Seafood, Tethys, Blue, Classic Box, Yarasu, Bingo! Hero story, dog story, every mission, security hole M3, I'm looking straight at you. That's a really fun mission if you ask me. I don't know, I like most of the missions on this board. It's looking like a really good board today. And I, of course, am joined by Seafood.
Among Us.
Let's go! What up, Seafood? How are you feeling about this match?
I am feeling excited. This should go a lot better than the last bingo match on here.
Oh, I mean, thinking back to that one, I don't think it can get much worse. But not to flame the runners, they did a good job, I think. It was quite interesting.
For having no idea, they did really good.
So this board, are we looking at a lot of early game goals or a lot of late game goals? I haven't really had much time to look at it yet.
I have not had a whole lot of time either. Let's look at this, shall we? We got... well, there's immediately right off the bat, City Escape. That's early goal. A City Escape M5, more early goal. For Dark, we've got...
Boxes in Dry Lagoon and finish? That's
yeah,
an early goal.
Dry Lagoon, I guess. This may or may not be the most balanced board. I don't know, just kind of YOLO in this. Let's go.
It looks very story progression.
Oh, yeah. The toughest Jurassic score. I was asking that, but then I got distracted because people were saying things. Anyways. Yeah. Editable text.
The setup today has been pretty sauce. I think Blue is practicing Death Chamber M5. Is that a goal in here? I don't think it is. I'm not seeing it right now. Oh yeah, M5 B rank right at the bottom there. I did not see that. Go, I'm very challenged today. It's true. Also, as per usual, we do have the ATM's team combined goal. Pretty standard for SA2 bingo. You see this in a lot of bingos, if not, I'm pretty sure it spawns in every single bingo game, right? Like, I've not seen a bingo game where it doesn't at least have an emblems goal. Is there anything particularly interesting on there that you don't see very often? I'm not too sure. Defeat both Bigfoot and Buckshot, worth mentioning that is one person that is not team combined, so someone's gonna have to quit out and go into either Hero or Dark Story to do that.
But, regarding that for that person, they also get to unlock the Chow Garden for every character.
Oh wow, right, that's not every hero or dog character, that's every character.
Yup.
That's really fun, I like that. Let's go.
Which means you have to go a little deeper because Bigfoot and Hotshot are just after the first stage. Let's think. Okay, so going from Dark Story, you'll load in a hero and you'll do City Escape, you'll do Wild Canyon, and then up next Prison Lane.
You wouldn't want to switch from Hero to Dark because if you think about it, in Dark Story you don't even get a Shadow stage until after Sand Ocean. So that's 2 Eggman stages.
Ooh, yeah, that sucks. Radical So these are definitely Dark player goals, which, looking at the board, there's not a whole lot of Dark goals in the first place. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 goals, and if you add those two, it becomes 12.
Oh, I really can't wait to get into this board. There's some really funny goals there. I can't wait to see who gets unlocked Chow Garden for every character first. I mean, like, how do you even route that? When do you quit out to do that? That's definitely a late game goal, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as soon as, well, yeah, I don't think they'd want to go for that right away, but they could block that out like immediately. But honestly, the last match that had defeat, or the last match Meltzers was in, Meltzers did a really big brain play, right? He backed out of Dark Story and he went into Hero Story and did a City Escape mission right off the bat. That was pretty cool.
Right, yeah. I actually remember that. There's a lot of rooting things that you can do with bingo, and it's really interesting to see how teams play out the decisions and stuff. Oh, there's a lot of hero missions I'm looking at. Cityscape M3 and M5. It's pretty tasty looking. Because Cityscape missions aren't terribly long, and also, obviously, you have 2 in a row there, then it's quite a juicy looking goal to grab. You could also do the funny thing that we saw somebody do the other day. I don't actually recall which match this was. Was it EVC versus the last match that EVC had? Where somebody quit out. No, it was Drywall and Aura's team, IGT in America. Aura quit out during Radical Highway M3, even though Radical Highway M5 was still a goal, knowing that the other team wouldn't go for Radical Highway M5 anymore. And I thought that was a really, really big brain play. So we could see something similar happen with Cityscape there.
Drum Bash says this looks like a great board, very based. I mean, there.
Johnson.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of missions, but we got. I just love Unlock Chow Garden, and it looks like all of our runners are getting ready, getting down.
You're all in story select right now. Countdown's about to go in the chat, so. Good luck, have fun to all of our runners.
And there we go. They should be off in a matter of seconds.
Oh. Let's go for both teams. Stories. Looks like. Is there anything like in the first stage for both? There's nothing in Iron Gate, I don't believe. There is the City Escape goal, right? There was one of those.
If they opt to go for that, it'll be interesting to see if that's what they decide.
Seeing the City Escape goal. What else is it?
There's 2 of them. There's Cityscape M3, column 5, row 2, and then column 4, row 4, Cityscape M5.
Yeah, right. For some reason, my brain was telling me that I was something in M1. It's definitely not true. Challenge? Anyway, both runners approaching Cityscape. Will they go for it? Blue does not get the inputs. Tepis is in the pause menu. He also does not really get the correct inputs. So now they're both doing skipless. So, you know, it's a skipless shootout. You love to see it.
Yeah.
Fair play. We're looking at ring routes. Both runners are definitely on it. They both avoid the checkpoint. No, Tepis did avoid the checkpoint. The 20 ring box he grabbed a little bit later, so it made me think he hit the checkpoint. I hate when people do that. It always throws me off. But yeah, they're both looking good in the ring route. Luke's just a little bit ahead in City Escape though. Well, you gotta keep in mind the timer is around 4 seconds ahead as well, so actually they're probably about tied. We're looking at Blue entering the truck chase around 135, and Tepis also entering it around 135, so they're gonna be exiting City Escape, provided they both have a clean truck chase at pretty much the exact same time here. Yeah, there's no real goals to take off just yet, but we'll see if either of them quit out to go for the early City Escape missions. You know, trade off a huge part of story progression, but those are 2 slightly earlier goals that you could grab. I'm not sure I would do it, but I definitely respect the decision if one of them decides to go for it.
This game of tag is boring.
I know, would you go for that? If you were in a bingo race?
Which goal? M3?
Yeah, would you quit out to do City Escape M3? I'm debating this myself.
I mean, it really, part of that depends on the opponent, but, because they could lock it out right now, but, like, getting hero story progression is going to be big, especially later for, like, Sonic's Ancient Light, you know? Crazy Gadget M1.
Everyone finishing their respective first boss at the same time, you love to see it. It's always funny when those sync up. Oh, speaking of synced up, we're into the hunting stages. Let's go. Alright, this is basically my home. We all love the hunting stages, and if you don't, then please leave. But don't actually leave. We love you. I'm just very opinionated about hunting stages, so in terms of RNG right now, it looks like Box is getting kind of owned. You hate to see it from Box. Yarasu with a piece already and climbing into the top. So 2 pieces for Yarasu in the first 20 seconds of Dry Lagoon. You love to see it. Blug is about to get out of Wild Canyon on a piece 3 right now. It does not look like a good piece 3 though. It's not pinging, and Tepes does get the free piece going back into the bottom room, and Tepes is going to come out just before Blug does with a 28. Tepes is still looking for his piece 3. Meanwhile, Box has finally got his piece 1. Very unfortunate RNG there, and Yarasu...
Box is not going for the Chow boxes, but Yarasu got him. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yarasu with the first goal.
A 42 with the Chow box is a really respectable time too, and he gets in the corner of the room surrounded by hieroglyphics. There's no real way to win here. Box needs to do something, and he needs to do something fast. He's looking for pieces. He needs to find a piece 3 and clip into jail, but there's no piece 3, so he's just gonna go straight into jail, and this is really sad for Box. There is, you know, it's not really an execution mistake from him. This is just really unfortunate.
That was a clean clip out. Let's go, Box.
Yeah. Oh, and he's gonna clip out the tunnel as well. That's a rare strat that you don't usually see.
Let's go.
Dang, shoutouts to Box for showing that off. That's the first time I've ever seen this in... Is this the first time we've seen this at all in Caesar? I don't believe I've ever...
Yeah, most likely. Like, that's the thing that you'll really only see in a bingo match, if anything. Maybe a 180 in M4 if you're unlucky.
Missing the free piece 3, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
And that could have saved him all of that trouble there as well. Meanwhile, Yarasu just about to get the upgrade to close off sandwalking, so he's going to have a really decent lead at the moment. And he's also secured the fact that Yarasu has got sandwalking. I'm not sure if it was first try, but, you know, he's already out of it, so it must have been fast. And, you know, both of our hero runners are into prison lane here as well, so Box has really got to go for some of them early missions now, some of those early goals, quit out and do... Is there anything that Box could do? You could pull back the story progression. Yarasu could make a minute's worth of mistakes there, you know, it's never over. It's just a big hit for Box to take this early. But you know what? The first try sandwalking from Box and is looking strong at the moment in the Sand Ocean. Yarasu was pulling away, but Box he's clawing back at that time save. He's making sure that Yarasu doesn't run with it. He wants to make sure that he stays as close as possible throughout the Sand Ocean.
I did it!
5 animals in prison lane and the 145 from Tepes there. That's really fast, actually. Let's see it. Blug unfortunately was going for the 5 hidden animals before she noticed Tepes marked that goal. Obviously, them being really close together made it impossible for her to realize in time, so having to waste that time going for the animals when Tepes beat her to the goal. If you were Box right now, what would you be thinking, to be fair?
I would...
Like, do you think there's any early missions you could reasonably quit out and get?
Not yet. And I'm not sure he's aware that Yars is already in Radical Highway.
Hey, you never know what Box could be thinking right now, right? I like to try and put myself in the head of the runners to see if I can get an equal mind space. And speaking of equal, look at Blug and Tepes with almost the RTA sync. Tepes is gonna go for the pulley jump though. Save a couple seconds back on that.
I have to wonder, like at this point, well, no one's unlocked the Chow Garden yet. On either hero or dark, on either either team. Well, so I have to wonder if anyone's thinking about that.
Yeah, true. I mean, there is an unlocked Chow Garden for every character goal, but like I mentioned earlier, that seems like relatively late game, so I guess they don't really have to worry about that so much so early. They could basically get that at any point if they wanted to, but wow, the sync between Blug and Tethys is so awesome to see. It's not perfect, but they are pretty much neck and neck.
Yes!
And I think, did Blug actually skip out on getting the Chow boxes in hopes to catch up story progression? Because she obviously knows that she was behind after missing out the prison lane goal. So, it could have been a play. I don't think I would have done that though, so I don't think she did. I wasn't paying enough attention, but
Hey, that's...
either way, 129 is a really solid time.
Of all places, I found you.
Saint Faker cutscenes! What? That's like perfect sync, that's crazy!
You're comparing yourself to me?
Wait, that's really cool. That is like the closest sync that I've ever seen in a cutscene, I think.
That is really cool.
You won't even get the chance.
Wow.
Headquarters. Yarasu's gonna be trying to do this with 100 rings. Especially with that lead. And if I was Bucks after Radical Highway, I think I would just book it through Headquarters to try and get story progress, to be honest. Maybe go for M4. That's even worth it.
Yo! The next cutscene is also synced, not as perfect as the first one. But you know, it's still, you'll love to see it. I get what you mean though at this point, like, it's really up to Box to decide what he wants to do. He could quit out and get some of the city escape missions, like I think Deku said in chat earlier, like that would not be a terrible idea. And then obviously get Bigfoot and Hotshot as well alongside, but you know, Chow got him for every character and then leave it up to Blue to try and pull back in the later missions and win, but you know, honestly, Blue, you know, Box could definitely overtake Story still.
The only thing I'm thinking about right now is just like, neither of them have gone out of their way to get Chow boxes. Like, you'd think during the first Eggman stage and the first Rouge stage and the first Shadow that they would have gotten at least one, at least gotten the Chow box. And there's Tethys with Sonic's Ancient Light.
Luke, no! That's not the biggest of deaths, but that is still really unfortunate. It's gonna be about 15 seconds right there. Of course, now she doesn't have to go for the Ancient Light, though, hopefully noticing that Tethys just marked that off. And Yarasu getting the headquarters with the rings, so Box does not have to do this. Box is going to save a little bit of time on that.
Yeah, the lead with the event crew is really strong right now.
Well, we're in a attempt from Tethys. Gonna go for the unpopular pause buffer method. This is not T8. Oh no. Box tone up on his third piece. This didn't look like the best of sets for Box, but he's gonna save time into not having to get 100 rings like Yarasu did. No way this synced again.
Oh!
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, that is so cool. Everything except the timer in the corner. Jeez.
That's so good. That's crazy. Alright.
Now this is one of the top sex moments of all time.
This is true. This is the biggest sex moment on Seiza. You will never see anything as hot as this.
Yes!
Yo.
So, is there any Lost Colony goals?
No.
Just made it.
Alright, so Yarasu's next goal, if he's gonna go for story progression dock, would be... I'm not sure.
Route 280?
Yeah, I suppose. You're 280 M2, that's not really story progression. It depends. At some point, Yarasu's gonna have to quit out to get a mission here, probably.
Yeah. Route 280 then Skyrail.
No time to lose.
And then Rouge's Treasure Scope? That's in... That could be done in Security Hall on the way.
Yeah.
In fact... Yeah, that should be coming up soon.
Unfortunately, I know we were enjoying the sync so much, but here comes the RNG stage just to take all of that away. I don't think we'll ever see a runner get two of the same set, well, two runners get the same set, right? That would be crazy. So it's very unlikely that they stay synced coming out of this stage. Especially if Tef is having a little bit of difficulty finding his piece one here. I'm not sure what it was, I didn't catch it, but...
Pumpkin Hill M1 hitless.
Oh!
And Bloog is just giving that up to get story progression. Very smart on her. She is just going at it. Meanwhile, Tethys is gonna get that. Another goal.
You know what? I did not catch that at all, and I wonder if Bloog didn't catch it or if that was a conscious decision, because that could have changed pretty much the whole game at this point. Bloog could have, you know, Bloog was in there before Tethys was. Bloog could have probably got that goal, depending on the RNG. And that's just another goal to Tethys, which was basically just given to him at that point.
But this is giving a little bit of story edge on Bloog now. And she's backing out.
True, where's she gonna go?
Metal Harbor, let's go. M3B rank. Any other Metal Harbors? Tethys also backing out.
Oh no.
Going to City Escape.
City Escape, okay. So... You know, both runners have their own respective goals to go for here, and I don't think they're going to lose them. I think Bloog is definitely going to claim Metal Harbor, and Tethys is probably definitely going to claim City Escape. So, yeah, that's 2 goals for the event crew and 1 for Final Rush at the end of the day there. It's definitely not going to help the Final Rush out anymore. SA2 is in Weapons Bed, while Box is just about finishing Lost Colony. Is there anything before Weapons Bed between Lost Colony?
No.
Is there a boss fight there?
No, it's just 2 Eggman stages back to back. It's
it
pretty
really?
based.
It's funny, game design Yarasu, no! Oh no. Oh,
back
no,
to the beginning!
Yarasu!
Oh, but Box is in the Chow World!
If Box didn't go to the Chow World there, Box could have actually caught up completely in story progression, but Box going for the Chow goal, obviously.
Yeah, this confirms it now. Like, I think Box is gonna be looking out for that. If that was even intentional, I wasn't paying attention. And Tethys into M3, Bloog with the waiting game.
Stare at the Chow. The Chow's gonna be really confused. Imagine a fireman breaking into a building to save you from a burning building, right? And then he just like stands there to stare at you saying, hold on, I need to wait another 20 seconds.
Ooh, they got 5 hidden animals in White Jungle coming up. And there's Bloog with Metal Harbor M3.
It's true. Box really needs to beat Yarasu to that goal.
Hopefully she doesn't go straight into City Escape.
Actually, true. That is a harsh possibility that could be happening.
Yep.
Oh no, that's exactly what we're gonna see from Bloog. So Tethys is about to lock her out of these goals. Bloog is really hoping Tethys finishes this up quickly, so obviously she can get that realization in early before she spends too much time in here. That's gonna really hurt.
Well, yeah, now I have to wonder if Tethys is gonna keep going after M3 or if he's just gonna stop.
Yeah,
that's the mind game.
Oh. Can we start calling out the Steven Davis, where you quit out like halfway through one of the stage's missions and then save the other one for later?
It's so cool. Alright.
Okay, so will Bloog realize in time?
Okay. Okay.
Unfortunately, she has just cleared up mission 2, so she does have to wait in the cutscene. The emblem cutscene, at least.
There's Tethys with M3.
That was cool.
Yeah, what do you do if you're Team Final Rush right now?
She is off into Pumpkin Hill. M4. Let's go.
Select a stage.
And Tethys went to Pumpkin Hill.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, no way.
Tethys did the Steven Davis.
Tevez did do a Steven Davis, but Bluke's gonna get a revenge now because Bluke is ahead in the M2. At the moment, at least, it's very close. This could come down to the set that they get in M4 even, so we'll have to see who can lock each other out at this point. That's a killer decision, either way from both of our runners here, depending on who loses out in this. Meanwhile, both of our runners in security hole down there. What's happening in security hole?
And
Oh,
it looks
treasure
like,
safe.
yeah, Yaris is getting it.
Poor Yarisu was just taking some time out to snuggle over with Chow. It happens sometimes.
I found him.
Blue into M3, Tap is just about leaving M2. This is gonna be tight.
Yeah, this is perfect.
And, you know, Wander around in a circle is a possibility for both runners now, since they are playing a New Game Plus, they already have the upgrades, so if one of them gets Wander, that could be it. That could cost them the whole goal here. Did Blue just get the Spiral? Excuse me? So, Blue just got the IL Spiral coming off of that rocket to get M3 right there. That is not that's just not real. That's not something you do every day. Yeah. She didn't get the Spiral? It looked like she got the Spiral. She did Spiral off of the rocket.
I found him.
No, I think she went a little bit down afterwards, like she did a few glide resets or something.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Alright, Blue's in M4 first.
Only one in the actually not a huge fan of how this set's playing out for Blue at the moment, and she's not going the right way. Tevez could pull something magical here, but no, that's double containers. There's no way, right? Tevez would need to get all 3 pieces in the time that Blue gets 1 piece at this point. So, you know, it depends really if it is Wonder or not. Even then, it would take a lot. Sade Pumpkin not the best though. Yeah, that's Pumpkin double containers for Tevez, and that's gonna spell the end of the goal. Is Tevez gonna notice in time, or is he gonna finish the whole M4 thinking that he's got this?
And there's Blue. Another score for Final Rush. Teth is loading in the dark!
Oh, let's go!
That's an interesting choice.
Alright, so we're gonna see defeat both Bigfoot and Hotshot, but Tethys had the story progression, right?
Okay, yo, Blue's back in a mission street, still not going for City Escape, respectable. Doesn't know when Tethys is gonna go back.
Yeah, if you Steven Davis a goal, then you've effectively just claimed it at that point. There's no one in their right mind that's gonna go back for that, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we might see it eventually, but it's a very powerful bingo technique. How many late game hero goals are there to warrant Tethys' decision right now, actually? Because he's throwing away a couple of them, I'd say.
Crazy Gadget, Meteor Herd, Death Chamber, Mission Street.
So he gets rid of, let's say he gets rid of all of those. That's 5, right? Or is that 4?
3.
Only
4.
3? 4, okay, so by doing this, Tethys gets rid of 4 goals, and what does he gain out of this? 2 goals maybe, if he goes to unlock Shogun in every character? I'm really not sure about this. Maybe Tethys was super confident in his lead in the story, maybe? I don't know, because he knows that they're both in Pumpkin Hill, and he also knows that Blue beat him to finishing Pumpkin Hill, so this could be a wild one. Meanwhile, both of our runs on the lower screen is going to be going for 5 hidden animals in White Jungle. Yarasu's further into the stage. I didn't actually know there's an animal there, that's interesting.
Yarasu with the 5th animal already, just has to finish. Oh yeah.
Get through the rest of the stage. Not any issue here. Nah, it's worth pointing out that Bigfoot and Hotshot, to defeat both of those, it's not a team combined goal. So actually, you have to do this individually as a runner. You have to go into both Hero Story and Dog Story and defeat those bosses.
Maybe I didn't try
That's the fun
hard
part
enough.
about Bingo. That's why it's a little bit quirky sometimes, and that's also why Unlock Chowgunner with every character hasn't gone yet, because one runner has to do both of those. It'll specifically state if something is team combined, like you see with the AT Emblems goal. It's kind of fun like that. So you have to decide at some point when you want to quit out to do the other story.
Hedgehog again, of all places.
Oh, and Yarsu with White Jungle at the same time?
I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
Wow.
You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake.
Yeah, the event crew has just stormed this whole race, to be honest. What's even left for Final Rush to feasibly do in this time? Because the event crew only really need 3 more goals, and, well, Tepes is about to get City Escape Mission 5 hands down. He only has 2 more goals to get after that.
Oh,
Yarsu-
but Blue went back into City Escape.
Wait, no way. By proxy, Tepes is gonna.
Oh no! This
By
was
proxy,
the
she's
perfect.
just gonna be wasting time.
Yeah, this was the perfect time for Tethys to come back. Like he realized Blue's catching on, and she's gonna try and get that goal. Oh, this is not the best idea.
And you know what? If Blue did that just a little bit earlier, she would have probably had the advantage going into this and could have maybe locked Tepes out of a critical goal here, but it's just an unfortunate timing thing where Tepes hits CE skip as well, so he's gonna have an even bigger advantage on these missions now, and Blue is just wasting all of this time. Like, everything Blue does in City Escape at the moment is probably just time waste. So yeah, if Tepes gets this, Yarsu gets the Headquarters goal, which is M4, and then it's only 1 more goal left between them. Well, it could easily just be a security hole M3 situation.
Select the stage.
You know what, Tepes could have some M5 issues.
Select the stage.
Oh.
Select the stage.
I see with the missing rally? Oh yeah, you need it for M3 lol. I forgot. Fox has been driving for a while, which means he's gonna come up on finishing the driving for in a minute. Actually, he's only a minute in. Did something happen? I'm sure he's been driving for longer than that.
I got it. How was that?
Yeah, will we see Tepes go for the flex? The City Escape M5 CE skip? The Fabled strat?
Really sucks. Like, Blue's gonna be wishing for
Select the stage.
a catastrophe on Tethys' end. But at least she'll know as soon as he gets out of City Escape. Oh, funny strats.
You can't forget about the boxes, Tepes. You have to squeeze through that very tiny gap now with a perfectly placed spin dash jump, and Tepes could actually... Oh, he's through. Let's go. Alright.
Gotta be close.
So that's not going to be too much of an issue for him now. It's always funny to see people forget about that wall, just go straight into it. It's one of my favorite parts about M5. He is going to go for it. That was surprisingly close, actually. It looked pretty good. He had pretty good speed into that.
And there's Yarasu with another goal.
I got it.
M4. So really, this leaves them with 1 goal left, and it's really a matter of what goal they're gonna go for.
How was that? Perfect.
But with
Yeah, so
either
one
of
of
them, Yarasu could easily go for Chow Garden as every character. Has he been to Security Hall yet?
Select the stage.
Yes. That's exactly where he's going. If Box does not get his ass to Security Hall, there might be some problems. Ooh.
I think it's safe to say that it's pretty much done at this point, unless something catastrophically goes wrong. Nice words, man. I like using words that don't exist. Like, badumfkush. Do you like that word?
I did not know
Okay.
you could spiral and get rings out of the things, out of the safes. Huh.
Yeah, it's a strat that was only really recently found, I think, actually.
Get to the upstairs room from here.
Cool to see, though.
Oh no, Box is continuing through Skyrail. They're really banking on. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that's 12 goals for the event crew, and Yarasu is pretty much cruising his way into M3 very shortly now. He's got the treasure scope as well, so we can do M3 in pretty much 12 seconds, I think. Something crazy fast like that, so... We're gonna be coming up on GG's. Pre-type the GG in the chat.
How is that? Perfect? Like
Throw in
me?
a cat brew if you're feeling positive. And Tethys is actually gonna go for Chalgoner with every character. That's a funny goal.
Select a stage.
Well, they never know. Yep.
Oh, I meant pre-type GG as in have it ready, not send it now. Alright, there we go. Now you can post it. Let's go. Huge GG's to our runners.
How is that? Perfect? Like me?
That was an absolutely dominant race from the event crew and really good play as well from Final Rush. It came down into the end to some crazy decision making, and obviously Blue got locked out of so many of those goals just so early on there. You know, pulling it back with the Pumpkin Hill M4 lockout, but a lot of things just went wrong for Final Rush.
Alright, are we getting the runners in here? Alright, interview ASAP.
Interview ASAP, I am mad.
Okay.
What up, Blue?
Hi. So that was the dumbest. Wait, which channel are we on?
Say so, you can
Live
swear.
stream.
Oh, shit. Oh, I am so fucking embarrassed about that. Oh my god. That death in Green Forest and that like awful hunting. Oh my god, I was not playing well at all. There was not a single stage where I was like, yeah, I got a pretty good time there. I just kept getting barely sniped to every goal because of those bad mistakes. Like if I got a good Wild Canyon, I would have gotten Prison Lane. I would have been able to get like Metal Harbor and Pumpkin Hill. But no, I'm so bad that I just could not. Like I was literally too slow to play the game and to get the goals.
It's fine. There were a lot of times where you entered a goal that Tethys was already halfway through. So
Yeah, how'd it go then? Because like, it was sort of funny because it was pretty quick, obviously, and there was a lot of ILs to get like right from the off. Well, or rather, just like very quickly early on. So, like City Escape was the funny one. Did you go into City Escape at any point, Luke?
I didn't think that you knew how to skip those metal boxes, so I thought I was safe to do it. And then you took it. And then I also saw that you clicked. Like, I went into City Escape as you clicked defeat both Bigfoot and Hotshot, and I was like starting M5 as you clicked M5.
Oh, really? That was an interesting one because I kind of like pulled a sneaky there because in the last match Aura did something with Radical Highway.
Yeah, Cryptic
where-
called
where
it
he,
the
like,
Stephen
left-
Davis.
Yeah, he left M5 like for later because if you went back for it, then you would very like quickly get it.
Yeah.
And it kind of paid off, yeah.
I
Well,
think
hey,
I
GG.
think the Stephen Davis is a very strong bingo strategy.
The
You get-
Stephen Davis. If that's,
See, I
if
knew
there's
you were
double
doing
goals-
this, and
Oh, really?
I assumed that you were going into gonna go back into story and do Crazy Gadget. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Mission Street, and then I'll quit out and then do those goals. So I finished Mission Street, and then you click Bigfoot and Hotshot, and that just ruined everything because I didn't expect you to go for
Was
that.
I was throwing you for a loop. Let's go. Oh man, I gotta be like, all respects. Like, I'm pretty happy with how me and Yarasu performed here. Like, I feel like we did pretty good.
You guys did good.
You guys see Air Yeezy? I did that. I did the Air Yeezy.
Ah, I missed the air easy. I can't lie.
No.
I'm sad that this is how my first went.
To be
But-
fair, I had so good
It's-
of an energy. Like,
It's
this
Yeah.
relegate
I
was
didn't expect
nasty.
to win.
It was
I haven't played
very
like
much
you.
my fault that we lost, can't lie.
No. Absolutely. Did you just say?
No, I said absolutely not. Dude, Tethys sniped me to like 6 goals.
Absolutely.
there was like
definitely
6 goals that I was right about to get, and then Tethys.
Okay, but real quick, can we talk
Immediately.
about the hintless Pumpkin Hill? Cryptic, did you see that?
I saw that and I was really confused why you were spending 20 seconds grabbing Tell's time at first. 'Cause I
Yeah,
forgot
no,
that-
okay, the initial radar reading was ass, but like everything else was great. Like,
Yeah, and you didn't go for that at all, Blue. Actually, but you were in Pumpkin Hill earlier than Tethys.
Because
was,
I
so
knew
you-
Tethys was going to go for it, and I thought that he was ahead. It was in my head that he was ahead because he clicked Sonic's Ancient Light as I died in Green Forest. So
Oh,
obviously
Green
I'm not gonna
Forest!
think I'm ahead.
Yeah, no, you were tied. You were tied in the Faker cutscene. You were tied in the blows up cutscene.
Yeah, I was skipping goals for like to catch up with Tethys, and that almost paid off. But then I died in Green Forest, and then I just had
yeah,
to.
I had like
that
on,
that
sorry.
just kind of what made me lose, really.
I had a bit
Like,
of a
so many
wacky end to
goals.
Green Forest too, but I guess got lucky and
Oh,
wrote
man.
out. Also,
Going.
you guys see my little Chow buddy on screen right now? He's doing his best.
Yeah. Oh man, going up that tree.
Did you name him an IP address?
Part of one.
It's almost.
Man, no. You two, like, going out of Green Forest, you were also synced again. Like, gameplay exactly. Like, you did the exact same movements. It was really sick.
Super cool.
That's
Also,
dumb.
shoutouts to Box for showing off the jaw clip. This is the first time this has ever been shown on Sacer, I'm pretty sure. In gaming.
The jar clip? What?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool clip.
You like
it's
never
in-
need to use it, yeah.
You get out of jail with it, so if you can't find your piece 3 and you have corner of a room at the hieroglyphics, that's when you use it.
Hmm.
So essentially only if you're blind, which I was blind.
Yeah, you missed a freebies, but it's fine, it happens.
Shouldn't have happened.
It's my fault we lost.
Kind of lost a bunch of time,
Absolutely.
can't lie.
You make a meme out
Thank
of
you,
that, that'd be
thank
pretty
you,
funny.
internet. Very cool.
Any closing thoughts from
Strong showing from me and Arasu. I'm proud of how well we did.
I
think we,
fucking hate story goals.
I think me and
Tempest-
Yarasu like workshopped the things that weren't really super great from the last match, and I think it paid off.
Yeah, as long as I got Sen walking first try, after what happened against Aura and Drywall, I'm very happy. So yeah.
Alright, let's go. So is this the end of the Sacer
Oh, wait.
stream?
We get to choose who we raid.
You get to
Yarasu.
choose who you raid, it's so true.
Oh, who's
Who are we
training?
saying? Well, who we got? We got Lem, Talon, Gurp, Lad, Flub. We
Talon
thinking
isn't
Gurp?
doing anything Sacer related. Gup is
Talon's
doing...
playing Detroit.
Yeah, Gup is playing Sadex, Gup is a good shout. Flub is doing Sonic 06, which is also a good shout, so is Labros.
Lab is
so
also.
I'd go
So,
first tree.
Lab, Gurp, or Flub, what are we saying?
I would be for Lab, but I don't know if we raided him.
You know what? Don't worry. I have a plan.
Are you gonna
We,
wheel decide right now?
Wheel decide.
Let's
Not
go! The least
Skip the window
toxic way to
capture.
choose somebody. You love it.
So true. Alright, here we go. Wheelofnames.com, rather. Hope you're all enjoying Takashi Iizuka.
Can we get this
Alright,
on the
here we go.
restream? I'm joking.
No, it'll be on there, because it'll be on my feed.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there.
Alright,
Wait.
Flub, Labris, Gurp. It'll be delayed, so I'll have to, like...
What are
leave
you?
it for
What
a
are you
bit.
playing before it? What?
Whoa! No way! I can't believe that! That's actually kind of crazy that it's that person who it landed on. Whoa! Oh my word. This
Wow.
is
Labras, let's go.
this
Alright.
lab. I mean, whoa, lab. Let's go raid lab.
Alright, thanks Drum by games. It's fun.
GG's everybody.
Yeah, GG.
GG.
Lapras SR.
Go say hi to
This
Lapras.
is-
He's playing Sonic 06 right now. Let's go. That's a Face game.
Every non-Sasa game is banned.
So true.
Alright. Take care, everybody. Go say hi to Lab.
Alright, now you can be unleashed. What are your thoughts on that?